Good morning, guys. Next morning after our first night of camping out here in the mountains. I'm going to do a quick field review on the Catoma pop-up bed net. That's one of the latest additions I put into my bug out bag, and I did a video earlier on that. So this was my first field test of it, first time actually using it outdoors. So we're going to do a quick review, show you the pros and cons of it, and see how this thing gets going. Alright, talk to you here in a second. Alright guys, as you can see with the coyote brown color, it blends in nicely with the surroundings. You can see in comparison with the North Face tent on the other side. So with the bed net, it really is a good idea, a really good piece of gear if you want to have a low profile when you're out camping, if you're doing stealth camping, or if you just don't want anybody to know where your spot's at with your bivouacking in. You can even throw a piece of camping netting over top of it if you really want to go super stealth. But again, it's totally up to the individual. But we're going to go around here, take a look inside, and I'll go over the pros and cons of this setup. I slept great last night. Had no issues whatsoever. It was actually quite warm inside of it. Setup was a breeze, as we've seen in my previous video. It literally sets up in a couple of seconds as far as popping out. It takes a little bit, took me about maybe 3 minutes or so to set up the rain fly on here, but no issues on that whatsoever. The biggest drawback that I see to this system was the condensation buildup inside of it. I didn't have any condensation dripping on top of me at all during the night. The only time I had it drip on me was when I opened the door up here, and all this right here from the other side, it drips down here. Well, you can't really see it, but it dripped down on top of me, not in like massive quantities, but you know, enough. So that's really the only drawback I see to this system here is the condensation buildup. Last night the temperatures got down to about, I think it was 35 or 37 degrees. Not too cold. A little bit of wind going on. So again, I stayed nice and toasty up inside here. You know, pretty much 90% of this bed net is mesh, mosquito netting. So it really made it really nice up inside there. Didn't feel like I was like in a tomb or anything of that nature. But we're going to go over here. I'll show you everything that I use inside the bed net sleeping, and kind of give you an idea of you know, what you would use as a setup for sleep. Alrighty, so we'll be back here in just a second. What I used last night was the USMC 3-season sleeping bag. Like I said before my review, it's a little bit thinner than most of your sleeping bags that you're going to encounter, but it's designed to work around a layering system with the polypro bottoms, happy suits, poncho liners, etc. Like I said, it was about 35, 37 degrees last night. What I slept inside the bag, of course I had a merino wool watch cap that I slept with on my head. Used wool socks to you know, to keep my feet warm. I had no issues. My feet did get a little bit warm, were a little bit cold last night, but it wasn't an issue at all. As far as bottoms, I slept with the USMC Frog thermal grid fleece bottoms that I did my review on before. So I didn't get cold at all. Like I said, just my toes just a little bit. In case it did get really cold, I had a pair of these. These are made by Wiggies, the thermal booties. I didn't get really to need to have those on my feet. Inside the sleeping bag, I just put my poncho liner inside there, wrap that around me, so that added a little bit extra warmth to me. And then what I used for a pillow was the USMC Happy Suit. I just took the parka, rolled it up, and made a nice pillow. So if it really got too cold last night, I could easily just slip that on, and that would have no issues whatsoever. Up underneath of it, it's out of the way. Of course, I just used the regular Thermarest. This is a Marine Corps inflatable air mattress, and up underneath of it, just added the casualty blankets, silver one side and olive drab on the other. and just basically it just provides insulation from the ground. So if you happen to, your body rolls off the mat, it provides some heat insulation and pushes your body heat back up to you. So I had no issues whatsoever as far as staying warm last night. In addition, I also put a hot hands hand warmer. About an hour before we went to bed, I just threw it down in the foot end, and that thing stayed warm all the way to this morning until after I got up. So again, 3-season sleep bag worked out really great. The temperatures weren't like Arctic temperatures, like negatives or down into single digits. But again, if it did get really cold last night, I could add additional thermal layers to me, and you know, I'd have been perfect. And the other thing that I wore last night was you know, the USMC woolly pulley, the service sweater. And again, you know, being 100% wool, insulating properties, you know, no issues there. So definitely a thumbs up on the sleep system. If you sleep hot, then this system is good for you. You're kind of a cold sleeper. My honest opinion, I think the system will work for you as well. You just have to put a few additional layers on, because I kind of sleep kind of cold myself. So again, the bug net, definitely give it a thumbs up, other than the condensation dripping out of it. And the USMC 3-season sleep system, definitely a thumbs up on that as well. So all in all, I give it 100%. Or, well, not 100%, we'll say give it a 10 out of a 10. So appreciate it, guys, watching the videos. If you have any questions or comments, let me turn this around real quick. Get you angled up here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them. Send me a PM if you have any questions you don't want anybody else to see. I'll be doing some more reviews while we're out here in the field, and you know, kind of showing how we did our setup out here and using everything out of my bug out bag. So we'll be seeing you in the next video. Take care and God bless.